JahBi.
Yes, Honorable.
JahBi, talk to me. Talk to me.
Let me share that joy with the eye because I'm equally just joyful like the eye, and the studio is just blazing hotter and hotter. And I'm telling you, this project here is gathering just momentum every minute, every hour, every day. Boom blast! Up and up and up. It's done. Bless up.
Kinetic melanin, big up yourself, no man. You understand me? Yeah, man. Kinetic melanin, big up yourself every time. And Mumuni also, him say, keep the fire blazing hard. Raskakeku says, pull up. I did it several times. Yes. Junior Maestro says, big tune, big tune, big tune. Are you mean? Are you mean to all the people, them? With a big respect and thanks. My name is King Lagazee. In the studio right now, we have JahBi, one Rastaman who has been pushing Ghana music and Ghana artwork. You understand me? Out there in Austria, across Europe. You understand me?
Right.
Once again, let me welcome JahBi into the house. JahBi.
Yes, Honorable.
Blessings.
Yes, I give thanks for the moments and for the glorious timing in life, man. Me upful and joyful. And King Lagazee, big up the house and big up the crew and big up every man we are tuning right now to the blessed timing live. Yo, you can't get this nowhere else except in Hits FM, top on top.
Definitely.
Fully governed.
Definitely. JahBi, how has the business been like for you? You know, the trotting from Ghana to Austria. How has it been like? What is the difference?
You ask a multi-million question, you know, no man ever asked me this, yo. But big up King Lagazee once again for the works and for the support and for the strength and everything, you know. It's not been that easy, you know. Life has always been a struggle, you know. And, you know, it's about challenges, you know. So once you look on the positive side, some man them say it like it is half empty, but I always say it half full. It's about the same story. So struggles, challenges in life, we welcome it or we go through no matter how. Jah guide I through. What's the genius me? Except the creator.
Except the creator.
Right.
So out there, how do you see Ghana reggae music?
Well, this is why this project is up and coming, and I am really glad at least we're taking a different turn right now in Ghana reggae music. Mm-hmm. You know, I used to be on radio, Austrian radio, you know, Radio Fabric. It used to be those days, you know. Yeah, we promoted the likes of Kojo Kombolo and, you know, too many other ones. But, you know, the thing is this, you know, you have to be authentic to sell. You know, now I was telling Santino the last time that, you know, now the internet has made the global village a kind of a world market and everybody is out here. You know what I mean? So you have to just package your thing good to make it, you know, you can be in the deepest part of the Kalahari and you can speak something to putting out there in Russia and it will get it in seconds, if not in minutes or the next hour. Definitely. You know what I mean? So the internet has made this thing possible. Gone were those days when music had to go through, like, you know, artists have to go through so much hustle to get their records on tape or on some, you know, some medium to carry to the next person for promotion. And then through radio and all the struggles. But this time, yo, my lord, some of them like Shatta Wale could have a home studio and make world hits. You know, is it not amazing? So I say, well, we all have to take advantage of this opportunity. You know what I mean? And just package your thing good, and authenticity is always the key. You have to be yourself. Originality is always been the key.
I like how you keep stressing on originality. You have to be authentic and all that.
Right.
Per what you're saying now, I'm feeling like our artists are not being original or authentic.
Not at all. I would beg to say, to hit the nail right on the head, you know.
Yes.
Without, you know, watching no fears, without partiality. I now would say it straight, you know, it's why the reason. You know what? Make me show you this. Fela is being celebrated the world over.
Definitely.
You know, fella has been singing in pidgin music, and people sometimes don't have to get the overstanding. Make me show you this, yeah? Music is about frequency and the vibe alongside.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, musicians otherwise are said to be like messengers or prophets who, you know, when you get a rhythm, like I've been listening and following the interviews you've been doing, especially on this project. And I hear most of the musicians confess, say, yo, the rhythm give them some kind of groove, some kind of direction before they even begin to write and all them things once they hear it. You know what I mean? So in certain cases, some man them write lyrics and they try to find some rhythm to fit it on it. But it's been always the other way around where you get a rhythm and it brings some, you know, vibe. You know, so as a true messenger, as a true prophet, you get some direction, you know, automatically. And then you can present yourself. It's just like, you know, you ask me right now in a normal lingua, you know, how is this? I don't have to forge a language to be able to translate my message to the eye.
Definitely.
I have to be real. So especially I see some of them come over here and they ask questions in straightforward English and they even try to express in pidgin English because that's what their, you know, real life is all about. So you feel free to say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, 59 gone into the R8 on the Artists on Hit 103.9. My name is King Lagazee. One-on-one with JahBi from Kormantse Muziki.
Rastafari.
Now, JahBi is based in Austria. So I was finding out from him how is Ghana reggae music over there, but the explanation wasn't too clear for me.
Well, it's not doing good out there. To be set flat.
It's not doing good out there.
No, really.
Yeah, so you heard it by yourself. You understand me? Ghana reggae music is not doing good out there.
Not yet.
And it's so simple and straightforward. You understand me? So this is why I want our artists in Ghana to be up and doing in terms of the business. You know what I mean? All right. So this whole project, what exactly inspired it?
Well, you know, the whole thing,
especially where the money day.
Right, where the money rhythm, yeah? This rhythm actually. You know, like you did say, Imperial Media Concepts.
Definitely.
It's based out there in New York, Bronx, and it's connected to JahBi.
Definitely.
So, you know, it's actually a broad media concept, and under this you have the Kormantse Music, which is the record label, which is now in charge of this project and will be in charge of many others to follow up. So what is happening is that Kwesi did. We've been reasoning, you know, because me and Kwesi was even, you know, interestingly enough, we you know, it goes way back to the days of Legon there, where we was together, me, him, and Comrade Kojo in this Shirin band, trying to, you know, do the singing, and so we all, you know, at later time had to divert, you know, in pursuit of, you know, our future dreams, you know, here and there. So, you know, like this, we never give up on the culture. We love it good. You know, so I was equally involved with the music deep, where in Austria I was singing with a band, Mystic Link Band, you know, for 4 years. You know what I mean? But me is a father, me is a teacher, me is, you know, I can do so many different things, like you know it. We are creative. So especially out there in Austria, I must say, it's a different lingua altogether. We speak German, you know what it is. So with the African artists, it's a bit, you know, fella is very well celebrated there. You know what I mean? He is very known. Fella was even in Vienna to play before, you know, shows and all them thing there. So he's well known. But with the African artists, there are one or two trying their best. I must say, big up Yagayo. Yagayo is also in Vienna striving and trying to do, you know, places music out there. But what it is that, you know, the African music have to be given that, you know, natural feel to be able to get the attraction. So once like Rocky Dawuni them or Grace of the Stage, even Black Prophet was, equally playing in Vienna and rocking the stage, So yeah, this is moving, but what it is I was equally even on radio before, promoting all them things. We sing up reggae, but it came to this thing where we find out why is it that our music is not penetrating. It's due to so many different factors, and some of those factors we realize that we can take care of. So especially with this internet, which is widespread and making things accessible, we decide to say, man, anytime we want to, especially from I can put on music, and I've been in touch with JahBi Lang, and so it's like he's coming up with an album.
Okay.
And so many of his fans say it's even long overdue because the man is into journalism, is into many things as well as him is a father, same way like I and I. So, it's so many responsibilities, but we want anything that we touch must be with some kind of quality because it's about giving value to whatever you have. And that is how you can hit the market. So this is how this project was, actually initiated.
All right. So far, some of the artists you've listened to on this particular rhythm, how is the impression like? Are you impressed with they say the rhythm is innocent until justice is being done to the rhythm.
Right.
So now, a lot of artists, they've put vibes on the rhythm.
Right.
So far, so good. What is your impression about what you've heard?
I'm highly impressed because, again, the objective is being fulfilled in this direction, because we're talking about people now singing in their real natural, lingua, like the Pidgin English we all understand. And it's simple and it's straightforward and it's coming with the feeling from the heart. You can feel that. And so that is number one. Number two is that, we decide, say, the artists have to connect and familiarize themselves with each other, and it fosters, growth for so many different, things or in so many different directions, and that is happening. And I am really glad also this rhythm here has presented a challenge to some artists, especially those who are ready now and can take up the mantle. It has presented a challenge, My role on the project, especially with Kormantse Music, I am the rep in Europe. And so I have been connecting certain artists, especially when Koku Kwesi did get the rhythm. He said, yo, man, this rhythm is bad. And it was actually for him to write it because he's coming up with his album. But then suddenly he decided, yo, why not we feature some artists from Ghana and make it a medley? And then we can see at least the effort of, those who them ready. And we see, yo. And then at least, you should just, come up with, the other time I heard you laugh about the contract aspect of it.
The contract.
Well, otherwise said, I would say agreement because, this is the way we've been doing things where we ignore the role or the value of the artist. So straight away, we want to have some agreement and make the artists them know and say, yo, your work is really valued,
Definitely.
And, it's not just the artists alone. Imagine the ones like the items and, the DJs are involved. And it's not just the DJs, a creative person like I and I put forward even the support to make things work because we want to get there right now. So this is what it's all about.
Wow. So far, so good. You are impressed about the whole thing.
Very.
7 minutes going into the hour here on Hit 103.9. Trust me. It's a lovely Sunday evening like this one here. And trust me, the 23rd of January 2022. In the studio right now, we're having one-on-one with JahBi, who happen to be a rep of Kormantse Music in Europe. That is Austria, to be precise. You know what I mean? And, you guys are listening, and I'm asking him how is Ghana reggae music doing out there, and he was like, it's not impressive. So please note this. I have some few questions, people are throwing on the life. You understand me? First and foremost, Junior Maestro says, I really hope, I really and truly hope that other stations in Ghana are playing these tunes on constant. All right? All right. Ahin Nation says, right delivery, JahBi. Many Mensa says, what am I say? It's a big up man, respect. Another one, production, step in and say, near and far, I'm listening to you. All right. Ancho, step in from all the way Odoko Gloryland and put in some fire emoji, meaning that the fire is blazing hot, 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 hot. All right. Another one, production, step in and say, original Mystic Link. The man JahBi from 2005, and it is still today a greatness for I to work with a RAS. Oh, all right. All right. Ahin Nation step in and say, Lagazee, what would he say about his musical journey in Austria? All right. What would you say?
Well, you want to hear my musical experience, in Austria. Yeah, it's all this one. I went in Austria and, I represented music, but myself, I wasn't too successful in terms of earning for music and, having, kids to feed and having, rent to pay and all them things there. So it was such a struggle having an 8-piece, band. And then, you go play a show and afterwards you get like 200, euro and all them things.
You have to split.
So cool, yeah. And sometimes playing on the sound system. It was more for like, pleasure and trying to establish, but then it was too much of a struggle. And so I did quit in time, but then my love for music made me still, I was playing constantly on radio for a good 6 years. And this is where I got, linked up with another one production. Then used to be Soul Fire Production. And, when I was singing, he used to be my manager. So like he did say, we've been through, the hustle for long and all them things there. So yeah, playing on radio and all them things. I promoted Ghanaian music, the likes of Black Prophet, Messiah, Kojo Kombolo, and name them, Those times, Messiah, Agoze.
Yeah,
Agoze.
The hardcore
right, so I used to even have this live interviews, with artists them who, was trying Kwame Patan, Alowan, and, the likes, yeah. But like I did say, it was just my own little effort, right there.
Okay.
So,
So Henry Nation step in again and say, ask him how would he and his music and business vibes influence Ghana music in general?
Well, so here one now. I've been promoting, like I said, the likes of Black Prophet is supposed to have been on this rhythm. We still, never got the response from him yet, but I did, like I did say, I am the rep in Europe for Kormantse Music, and so I did contact Black Prophet. I brought in Messiah. I did bring on board JahBi. So I did hook up, a couple artists, to the project, and it's really like going good. And so this is my own, support for Ghana reggae music. And again, it will interest you to know we have been reasoning about the rebranding, about the repackaging. And I'm giving information to say, we need workshops for the artists here. They have to get informed about, the way the, music run, like I did say. Music has definition. It has, it's a whole structure that you must understand. And then number two, there is the business side of it. As this thing is, it has a process, which when you follow, you can be very successful. Someone like Anthony B, I respect him so much when it comes to those things. He have very good, process how to manage himself as an artist, and it's really making him go,
places. So what exactly is happening to Black Prophet that you're not hearing from him as you link him up?
Like I did say, when I got the chance to, connect once, he's one of those among my A-list. So we did a project before with another one production, which was just proud to this one beginning. And so it was like more of, all different artists, and we presented the Ghanaian side. That was the Forgive I Jah Riddim, which you got wind of. So I presented all these Ghanaian artists with Black Prophet #1, Black Eye, and the rest. So this time around, he was more in Ghana when I did give him the link, and he had to, get back to Europe. And I guess, with all these COVID issues going around, we've, not had, the last time was, it's been a while. So
All right.
I'm still waiting.
So Junior Maestro step in and say, our artists have to understand this new generation opportunities, get to know the market, and create good and humble relations.
Right.
Coming from Father Maestro. Chantel McDonald stepping in and say, greetings one and all. All right, respect and manners. Another one production stepping in and say, through JahBi, Iman, another one productions get the door open to Ghana, to Black Eye, Black Prophet, Jawise, Red One, Fire One, Judah Brownie, Shamo, and others. Big up the man, Philomi. Now, me support Ghana artists. All right, coming from another one productions. All right.
Bless up Milan.
All right. So, and then Ahinde should step in again and say, please ask him what will he do to improve Ghana reggae music genre. What will he do?
So I will repeat that. It's quite simple. It's about rebranding. If Afro,
rebranding.
It's about rebranding.
Listen, I spoke about this rebranding, and a lot of artists took it out of context.
And
it has earned me a lot of, enemies.
So King Lagazee,
now.
When you check the likes of Sonny Okusin, these people, when I listen to Lucky Dube, from Sleep, when even the instrumental hits my eardrum, you don't have to tell me that is Lucky Dube playing. When I hear Dennis Brown, he have a niche on its own. It's the same way I'm expecting Ghana reggae. The language we speak is not what I hear there. When it comes to reggae, the struggle we go through is not what I hear there. The meaning of reggae, actually, from my understanding, it's like it's the hustler man's music. It's the ghetto man's music, and we want to present that culture, because when people were focusing on Baby I Love You and all the rest of the fantasies, Bob Marley took a different direction, and this is what brought attention to reggae music global. So why would you not present your struggle and your hustle or your daily life, which will be what, people are coming to Ghana to run after the culture. So I don't know why I would want to present something different from who I am to somebody, especially when it comes to who I am, or, selling my, I wouldn't sell myself, so to speak. But my music I want to sell, my art I want to sell. And it's like my creativity, what I do with fashion to begin with.
All right. So, boom. Ziga de la Kojo Israel says, very impressive. Me love.
Take it easy. Yeah.
All right. He said, it's loud and clear now inside Sogat City. You understand me? Yeah, man. Ras Destiny says, lovely interview, King. Big up to all the Adenta massives. All right, Adenta, big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. Another one, production stepping again and say, spoken to Black Prophet just a while ago. He was working on 3 new albums at one time. In this time,
we are really in
all
tune.
Right,
That's
all
what
right, all right, all
we
right.
are really in tune. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Big up to Chloe Leo, anywhere you find yourself, all the London crew. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. So keep your questions coming. If you have any questions for JahBi over here, just keep them coming, and then I will do justice for you. I'll read them out for you loud and clear over here, and then yeah, man, we can continue straight away. Yeah, man, and move forward onto this. My name is King Lagazee. This is Yard Settings on Hit 103.9.
Lock it down. Hit FM 103.9. Can't touch your dial.
I'm having one-on-one with JahBi in the studio right now. This is where the money Riddim.
That's
Where
right.
the money Riddim. So tell me now, the Riddim is supposed to contain let's say 21 artists.
Well, we have more, you know.
Yes, but-
and there are some surprise things coming up with this rhythm. You wouldn't, you know, I don't have to, you know, let the cat out of the bag. I did promise, but, you know, there are serious surprises coming up to this, you know.
But seriously, you know that we can't buy no puss in a bag. So
Well,
so you have to let us know something.
Well, there is so many surprises coming up. You know, one thing is that, you know, this is a Ghanaian. We directed it at Ghanaian artists, or let's say we want to promote Ghana. But suddenly there is also the outside interest. It will interest the eye to know that there is so much interest coming from J. Apart from that, there is a serious European artist who has gotten in touch with us and is saying, yo, well, you know, kind of eye them put me on this one. It's like, you know, we're really like wondering how should we deal with this whole thing, because, you know, the release, we actually plan dates and everything is just on course, and they keep coming pressure. So it's like you can't even end what you have already concluded. Imagine that! Yes. It's really good, man. Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
So where the money Riddim? Let me see if I can take a piece of it. All right. Lagazee. Hey. Odo de eyedo. Mama yendi odo de biara me can say odo de eyedo. Say uwa jimbonia na wotawunia enya me frewo murderer. Odo de eyedo. Mama yendi odo de biara me can say odo de eyedo. Say uwa jimbonia na wotawunia enya me frewo murderer.
So like I say, you won't hear me with a line.
Yes, I.
Make me just try something if I can.
All right.
Yeah. Dada, kabe, ya nyami manyona megbana songa. Dada, kabe, ya nyami manyona megbana songa. Dada, kabe, ya nyami manyona megbana songa. Dada, kabe ya nyami manyona megbana sonke blofonyo bi watale prempe inke oyiwala donga blofonyo bi watale prempe wakashida bahambo blofonyo bi watale prempe oyiwala donga. The best for me is to kneel and pray. Father God, guide and protect my way. Fill my cup, make it overflow. Keep my head up high and never make me bow. Crush it.
So it's Lagazee and JahBi in the studio.
Right.
Now,
Just a freestyle thing, you know.
JahBi, take a piece.
Yes.
Me, I go take a piece again.
All right, go on.
Listen. Ya beba da benkra na wodi mi say oni wa mintina de bia media reho enuntina ma fino ya beba da benkra na wodi mi say oni wa mintina de bia media reho enuntina ma fino ya beba da benkra na wodi mi say oni wa mintina de bia media reho enuntina ma fino.
Yo. So imagine another surprise.
FM 103.9. Can't touch your dial.
Me tell you this, I need to step into the studio and voice this. I want to.
Just go on, man. Just go on, man. Lagazee, you
One
sing
to
good.
them. Babylon,
Yes, I-
why do you cause butteration? You advertise ignorance as knowledge. Babylon, why do you cause butteration? You advertise ignorance as knowledge. Babylon, why? Babylon, why? And why do you cause butteration every day? Say Babylon, why? Babylon, easy.
Fire we blaze. Heart and heart, you see where the money Riddim. We want all the money in our pocket. Too much struggle we are going here, so man. You can't even buy, you can't even afford nothing over here, so. Wow, it hard. Baby, I cried. Mama cry, Papa cry. All our we are wheel, cause we belly empty. What happened to them? Huh? Politicians, free we know. That's all we begging, you know? Ghana, you hear mine.
103.9. Can't touch your dial.
This is
Right.
where the money Riddim. I'm King Lagazee and JahBi in the studio. JahBi,
Yes,
so when exactly are we to expect this, new born baby to be finally adored to the whole of Ghana and the world, that they can have access to and listen to their favorite artists? Already people, yesterday we had a sound system culture reasoning online, and trust me, it was Lagazee from Ghana, Lion Paul from South Africa, Silver Mountain from Gambia, Shashamani from Kenya, you understand me?
Yeah.
Riverstone also from Gambia, and then the host was from Gambia, and then we had this serious reasoning, and to interest you, Lion Paul from South Africa requested that he heard JahBi on this rhythm, and he would love a dubplate on this.
All right, so there you go.
So seriously, people are kind of, people are wanting this, out. So when exactly is it going to be finally out?
Well, it's going to be really soon out, and what I have to say is that we did plan it, but like you did introduce before, normally we're supposed to have, just 21 artists, upon this rhythm medley, yeah? But now the interest growing larger and bigger, we want to make some adjustments. So I have to talk to the team, especially JahBi Beloved, and he is really up and working really hard night and day to make things work. So it's all about some delays here and there from one or two artists, same way too. And what happens is that the man has this a plan for the program that all the artists are also equally going to benefit from all that is going on in terms of rights, and the legalities are being looked into and all that. So the artists have to fulfill certain conditions. And then again, from here across to there, sending files and all these things, sometimes there are delays and there are, hitches here and there because some people or certain people are not getting the message right, hence not responding on time. So it's delayed a bit, the process, but normally it's supposed to be the end of January, normally. Which is just a couple of days,
Couple
away
days
from
ahead.
today. And so, that is what is being planned. And so, again, we're going to have we're going to try to, sum it up and make sure that it's working with the time. But like I did say, there are some international or international interest also showing, and we have to decide if we take it in. Certainly, we want to for the promotion and to, express the love also. And so we have to deal with these things. And now, since it is the first of its kind, we're making sure that we don't leave certain stones unturned. You know what I mean? So it's just to, sum it up and make it whole so that the consumption will be, full joy.
All right. In the meantime, one big love to DJ King Raf of Dancehall Connect. Big respect. You understand me? Yeah, man. My name is King Lagazee. Big respect to Aita Bingi. Big respect to Ziga Dela Kojo Israel. Him say my top 3 favorite artists on the rhythm is Black Messiah, King Zoom, and Jeffrey King. Oh, are they part? All right. All right.
Interesting.
Let's see how it goes at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So everything good and everything is all right. It will be out ending of January.
As planned.
As planned. You know, so basically, if I heard you right and if I understand you correctly, you were saying that the artists on it could be more than 21.
Certainly.
As planned.
Well, normally it was planned with 21, but now it's exceeding that because, the pressure is on and we want to be as liberal as possible and let every man have a feel of what it is like to,
What exactly is different from this Riddim project from others?
Well, one, there hasn't been, the attempt to put so many artists on one rhythm before, it's the artists on this one are confessing it. And so this is one difference. And then again, like you said, we want that message to go out there clear that, just be yourself. And like you hear all the artists that are really coming from their heart and, with their messages, you can, reflect it. And again, let me tell you this, so many people are asking about JahBi and all that, we have people who are ready, to put the music out there, especially with the Ghana reggae music, as we're calling it a brand, you know what I mean? One thing is that, I like it when I hear names like Kochoko music. It's a kind of, it's a niche on its own. I want to go for that. Otherwise, I'm not too much for, you can say Afro rock reggae. It's all right, but why not we all go for one thing? So without coming up to a particular name, because this was equally, creating some confusion and chaos here and there. And so without the name, why not we just, have the real thing going on? Because at the end of the day, it is, just adepanetone.
Definitely.
So it's about, the message out there which the artists are being real with. And so it's not too much fun with Patois and all the foreign lingua and all. I don't have anything against Patois. I love it. When especially we can coin the slave master's language and speak it our own way. That's very much okay for me. But especially in wanting to express myself now, I'm not into the diggity of what I don't, because I want to be authentic. And that's what I...
All right, so big up Aita Bingi, Junior Maestro step in and say real humble talk. Ahini Nation step in and say is Kojo Kombolo on it. All right. And again, Sefas Kogli step in and say keep the fire blazing hot and keep up the good works. Ras Destiny step in and say is Judah Brownie part of this project? All right. So all these things are questions we'll leave to management.
Yes, certainly I want to answer that. I think, the list includes Kojo. Well, I don't know if he's done something yet. I must talk to him. Then again, I will say who was the next artist in question?
Kojo Kombolo.
And who next?
Judah Brownie.
Judah Brownie, yes, indeed he was, but he did pull out because he did not like the mix as something. So he decided he was going to be on the next because this is just the inception, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So from the ones who are not ready, also we cannot, there are so many artists, more than 100 in Ghana. Once we make it too long also, then it might lose the quality. And so let's settle for what we have now and work with that and then look forward for the next one that might make the challenge more enthusiastic or interesting.
Okay. All right. So I was asking about what's the difference between this particular Riddim project and others and what exactly does the artist stand in terms of benefiting?
Okay, one, here is it. The artists are going to get their royalties for which work they have done. It's very straightforward. Certain artists on the Riddim couldn't even afford a simple studio, cost. We had to support ones and ones who were, really crawling. And again, this is the point that, we have so many, for instance, for me, Ellis Coiner. wow, it's like a jewel, out of, nowhere. Then suddenly come this, and it's just because of the objective, or just because of the project we discovered this talent as well. And there is so many interest coming from the different direction, which makes you feel that the objective is quite successful. And so we have to continue with things like those, because again, like I am saying, it's different because everyone has his own plan and objective. And so this one in its direction to unearth hidden talents and to promote them. And number two, to network the artists, which a lot of them are already confessing that they are getting to find the link between ones and they can do future things. And it's also one of, my ideas that we should, give the artists the opportunity to communicate amongst themselves for greater opportunities also for creative works,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. JahBi.
Yes, Aya.
It's been lovely, and it's been very insightful and a lot of education, you understand me, to I on the show. I would like to say thank you so much for your time and space.
Right.
And we are looking forward for this particular project. We are looking really forward for this particular project, we are putting on a spectacle in terms of reggae music, looking into it. You understand me? Whilst other artists are saying they are signing contract, and immediately contract.
Use the agreement to feel free, man. Yeah, it's all about words.
Definitely. So immediately that step in, we will see how that will go. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes. But one more thing.
Yeah,
in working with our artists, I know you've been working with them for a very long time, but particularly on this project, how was it like? Was it difficult?
Well, there is, it's a topsy-turvy thing, it's ups and downs, some are overstanding the messages, and following it right. And some are not able to. And the point is that we are all not the same. We are all not on the same level at the same time. So, ones who are able have to pull up the ones who are unable, and then it makes a balance. And so this is what it is. There are challenges every time in life. And so for me, instead of complaining, we have an objective. So we always have to find solutions to our problems.
All right. JahBi,
yes,
before I leave you finally, do you have any word of advice? Do you have anything to tell us? Ghana is listening.
Yes, Ghana. My beloved country. My people are still not free. Yeah, we're wanting and struggling to be free. For me, the only solution, the key, is to be authentic. I keep saying, be yourself, so that anytime you wake and I can ask you a saying, you can answer me with the right energy and vibe, and that's music. And so to Ghanaian people, I say, let's be ourselves. We've loved too much copy and wannabe. It's not working. So let's just, Ghana has, the Kente is even a brand already, you know what I mean? And so let's improve on the other aspects of it. And so Black Star can smile and everybody else can smile, because every aspect is just under the struggle, My people. Yes, big up everyone who has been in tune from JA through Europe, across the world. We love you all. Hits FM, always on top. King Lagazee, you're doing real good. And so, and you're through your party, your piano.
Definitely.
So let's all support each other and make it work. We have an agenda. Let's have an objective. At least let's call for national plan and things like those. And we'll see some way through, man.
All right. So I've got a message over here. I'd like to read it out.
Right.
Read it out. Coming from Sechofia. Sechofia says, big up to you, King, and your guest in the studio. That is a good project, and I hope most of the Ghanaian upcoming reggae artists will take note. I humbly want to ask if you want to play the music that you used to start your program. A consolation letter from a father to a son. Okay, all right. So he's just bigging up the whole thing. You understand me? Yes, I started the whole show with Hard Times, coming from a free Wuta Kobe. JahBi,
But King,
once again, I would like to say Asante Sana for coming through.
respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
A sergeant for the simple entertainer. Represent straight out of Ghana.